sitting, crying in my room. My heart's been broken, suffocating. How'd you do this? We were heart's been broken, suffocating. How'd you do this?
What is this fade, gang? What is this fade? I see the back of your head, bro. Internet's corniest rapper gets worse, aka Dax. Yo, ever since we watched that Coworker video, I wanted to watch this joint. I don't know why people hate this guy. I mean, I understand he corny. Let's go get to this.
Dax is a rapper, singer, and songwriter who is fairly successful with hundreds of millions of streams and a handful of awards. But if there's anything more prominent than his accolades, it's the fact that he is extremely corny.
You're insane. You're in pain. I can tell by what you're saying, but
Dax has grown to be a huge artist for many reasons, both.
Every single time I hear that song, I be thinking about that one guy who always reacts to Dax on TikTok and just laughing. Like, I don't know, bro.
With the majority of people treating him as a meme, but not everyone sees Dax.
The crazy thing about Dax, he used to be good. Like, back in the day, he used to be tough. But now he just fell off.
He does have, albeit small, a strong core fan base. And to understand how he's become so successful despite being known as a corny meme rapper, we have to dig a little deeper. I covered Dax about 2 years ago, but I think since then he's grown to another level. I was mostly speaking on his past and how he's kind of evolved.
Bro, he's not the GOAT, gang.
In this video, but after seeing the direction he's gone in since that video, I definitely had to step in and add more. Anyways, Dax is an artist who has been viral on short form platforms over the past few years for his corny music and strange marketing.
Hello? Why you act like a little ass bitch? Hello? Hello? You can hear me, right?
I seen this shit.
I gave you too many chances to understand.
Like, come on, gang. Like, come on, bro. Like, come on, bro. Come on, man. Come on, Dax. Like, what is this, man? What is this shit? What is that, bro?
That pain sounds different when it's coming from a man. I needed somewhere to take my mistake.
Is that corny YouTube rap? Like, why? What's the goal of this type of music, gang?
I didn't want my family to see me cry. You're insane. You're in pain. My bad. Sorry. I forgot you were fragile.
I mean, look at this song about alcoholism, a very serious topic, with the caption, "Can anyone relate?"
Why didn't anybody tell me that alcohol was a drug? That who you are as a man is never enough?
But
why didn't nobody tell me that alcohol was a drug? It's literally on the bottle description. What?
Before he was making corny skits on TikTok and talking about alcoholism, Dax was first popping on YouTube. It all started back in 2016 when Dax dropped his first song on YouTube. Well, sort of. The song was called One Dance Spoken Word, and like it says in the title, it was...
See, okay. Yo. Old Dax before the Tory Lanez beef, I used to be a fan. I'm not gonna lie. Back then, you know, he could actually rap. I hope bro actually showed some clips of him rapping. He was tough. But after that Tory Lanez shit, bro, it took all his aura away, man.
More of a spoken word than a true rap song. Throughout 2016,
it turned
Dax
into a kids bop rapper
more
after that
songs,
shit. Fuck.
Spoken words, and also remixes of other songs, which did especially well. These included his renditions of songs like Designer's Timmy Turner, which he changed to Hilly Hilly Clinton, and Foster the People's Pumped Up Kicks, which he made a Hooper version of. But Dax really got his big break in 2017 following the release of his song Cash Me Outside. The track was a play on the extremely popular Cash Me Outside girl Danielle Bergoli, and the song ended up getting him 22 million views. Pretty quickly, Dax noticed that, hey, I'm putting out these regular songs, but these songs that are remixes are doing way better, so I'm just gonna keep doing that. He took full advantage of it, completely leaning into his strength. He continued doing goofy remixes with versions of songs like Look at Me by X, Mask Off by Future, and Shape of You by Ed Sheeran. And yes, you saw that right, his Look at Me remix was about getting cheated on. During his early career, he was also putting out his own
but back
music
then,
with
yo,
his own unique stuff, but that
12-year-old Cloud used to fuck with that type of shit, though. I feel like that's his main target audience, like the kids and like the little kids who are still in middle school. Either that or like the 30-year-old blue-collar workers and shit.
Just wouldn't do nearly as well. And I think while there's a lot of negatives to point out about Dax's music, it's hard to say objectively it's all bad. And I know that's I know a lot of you might think that's
I heard Dax could have been in the NBA. He was a hooper
Dax
for real.
Did have potential as an artist, especially if he was
12-year-old Cloud was losing his V card and listening to Dax. Get the shit right, man.
Trying to make actual music and evolve and talk about things he cared about. But he decided to trend hack instead. Trend hacking
he was
is
actually
a new
D1
term that you'll see people like myself doing, but it's where something is popular, so you decide to hop on the trend, like making a video covering the news, or in Dax's case, making a song about the Cash Me Outside girl. And he would continue to do this throughout his whole career. And around this time, his style of rap was in high demand, in part due to something else that was happening in the mid-2010s.
YouTube rap, man. Yo, this is the era of YouTube rap. This is the era where Jake Paul was hitting the Billboard charts, man. I'm not gonna lie. So seeing something like Dax was low-key, like, even though it was kind of corny, it was refreshing.
This was the blow up of rappers like Lil Uzi, Yachty, Kodak, Cardi, Lil Pump, and a bunch of other guys in that genre. These guys were putting out a different style of rap, which
YouTube rap was
focused
peak.
as much on
I don't know about that one, gang. Rice Gum was like the only decent YouTube rapper out there.
lyrics, but giving more attention to the production, the vibe.
Even if you go back to his shit, it's kind of corny.
Of the song. And you guys might remember, but there were quite a few people who did not like this style of music, eventually labeling it mumble rap.
That's
Punch
what's
me
wrong
dead,
right
my
now. Everybody
goat.
trying to rap the same style with the, I don't know who created it, if it was Future or Migos, but all them niggas sound the same.
What do you think about where things are with the artists coming up? Well, and it's not all of them, because
I remember the old heads used to hate the mumble rap shit, man.
Like, it's not all the young kids, but there is a what's the kid, Lil
They
Yachty,
was just mad we wasn't singing their lyrical spirituals and shit, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Uzi Vert.
Yeah.
They're like, yo, we're not rappers. We just we're artists, or we're just rock stars.
We call it mumble rap.
Oh, so y'all got a name for it?
Yeah, me and my homies. I mean, it ain't no disrespect to the little homies, but like they know what's up. They say they don't want to rap, you know what I mean? But it's cool for now.
In a weird way, somewhat out
Nah,
of,
he
like,
dissed
retaliation,
low-key.
the lyrical YouTube rapper era was born.
Rapping
And I'm not
like
talking about raps
XQC.
put out by guys like Rice Gum or Jake
That's
Paul.
crazy.
I'm talking about people like Crypt, Quideka, Dax, of course, and others like that. At one point, this genre even put out a song called Death to Mumble Rap, which pretty much sums up a lot of the style's energy.
Just because you're rapping fast doesn't mean that you're saying something.
That's you! That's you! That is you! That's...
Well, the music was
Anthony
very
Fantano had that much energy back in the day, man? Shit.
forced and at times
Where did that shit
trendy,
go? Now he
probably
talks
at
like he's
most
depressed.
times. It still appealed to a handful of rap fans who wanted
He
more
making videos like he's in a
lyricism
fucking
and fast
library or
flows,
some
which is
shit.
why it succeeded. And Dax became one of this genre's fastest growing stars. As time went on, Dax's fan base continued to grow significantly. He got so popular that he even worked with bigger names
Turn this shit off and turn on some Dax.
like OT
Time
Genesis,
that nigga out, man.
Futuristic, and Hobson. This was alongside the continued release of his remixes as well. With his understanding of the YouTube algorithm, Dax was able to use trends to his advantage and constantly go viral.
Or I can do what I gotta do to gain an audience, and once they come to my shit, they'll see that, oh man, this motherfucker is actually talented. So I'm like, hey, you know, this YouTube route is good. I don't want to be a YouTuber, but I can use my skills to make songs and diss tracks on some of these guys to where the songs still sound like actual songs, but they're diss tracks at the same time.
His strategy was simple. Post some trendy
So just make a diss track. That was the strategy. All right.
content which he knew would blow up, and immediately after post some original songs in hopes of using the spotlight to grow his own brand.
He's always had this high top fade. I'm sorry. Like, I just, like, it's no hair, gang. Like, there was, yo, back in 2016, this shit was popular, but, like, it's 2025, gang. Like, get the low taper fade.
After I put out a diss track, I'd throw one of my own songs in there. You know, for example, like people don't understand, like I Want is a hit song. It's almost got 3 million views, you know what I mean? So that's like another, you know, hit right there. So I would use different tactics in order to like prepare myself for the next jump, the next move, all that stuff.
Around this time, Dax went on a bit of a hot streak with songs like She Cheated Again, Rap God Freestyle, Killshot Freestyle, and more.
Killshot Freestyle was actually good. I remember that shit being good.
With these songs racking in millions and millions of views. In good old YouTube rap fashion, he also had some brief beefs and back and forths between people like him and KSI. His beef with KSI all started because KSI dissed him on a podcast.
I mean, I guess there's Dax, but like,
I didn't know him. That's it.
I mean, but he's a poor man's Hobson, and Hobson is a poor man's Eminem.
So whenever UK niggas try to diss somebody, it sounds like they low-key complimenting them. He's a Portman Thompson, you know, good old chop, you know. Can't fuck me though. Like, it's like, damn, nigga, like, I can't treat it seriously, bro. Like, I really can't treat it seriously, gang. It feels like you're saying a poem about, bro. Like,
Why would
Poor man's country.
and Eminem's
it
a
don't
poor
strike no
man's
fear in my
Eminem.
heart, man.
Why would anyone want to listen to a poor man's poor man?
And I know calling Eminem a poor
Big
man's Kendrick is
Montings,
crazy.
like, what the-
We get it. But as a result, the shots they took at each other during their beef grew Dax's following even further and got him more attention. All of these views and all of this
bro,
attention
this
appeared to go to
continue.
Dax's head though. Because in 2019, he stirred up some beef with a fellow YouTube rapper, which worsened the public's opinion on Dax. In January of
Iris.
2019, a song called Four Horsemen with a YouTube rapper named Crypt, Dax, Quideka, and Screw was released. The track was a hit
Oh
among
my
their fans.
god, I haven't heard them names in a minute, gang. Yo, especially that first one.
But little did
Bro,
they know that behind the scenes, Dax felt as if he was on a whole nother level compared to the guys on the song. He even went as far as adding a
Bro,
little
Iris
sneak
entered
diss in the
stream,
verse
seen
where he
Dax and said, ew.
as 3 people on a song with the GOAT. About a month later, Crypt exposed Dax for his verse's laziness and how fake he was behind others' backs, especially with Dax's real thoughts that the song was whack.
And the thing that irritates me the most is that he said he didn't like the song or believe in it at all. Even though he's telling me in messages that it's fire and that it's legendary, he's excited for the video to drop, send me the song so I can put it in my drive, but then behind my back saying that he doesn't like the song at all, doesn't believe in it, the video and audio is not up to quality and all this other shit. It's like, bro, if you don't like the fucking song, tell me.
People weren't too fond of the guy who seemed to be a motivational, nice guy, acting like this behind the scenes, and people
YouTubers and rappers being fake. We've never seen this one before.
became much more critical of Dax as well. They started honing in on cocky lines in his songs, like when he said, "I promise I'm gonna be one of the biggest in about a year. I promise I'll win
This
a
nigga
Grammy."
said Grammy? Oh my god. Did he say Grammy?
I promise I'll win an Oscar. But still, this was all just in the YouTube
wow,
rap scene,
alright.
which was relatively small with not a lot of involvement with mainstream artists. And the cockiness must have gone to Dax's head because he felt he could take a shot at Tory Lanez. It wasn't completely without reason though, since Tory tweeted out that he was the best rapper alive and that he would body anyone else out. Dax viewed this tweet as a challenge and in turn released his diss track called I'm Not Joyner or Don Q. Honestly, this
What? You're trying to diss? I will never understand a YouTube rapper trying to diss with an actual rapper. That you that's not your league, gang. Tory's in the fucking pros, my nigga. He over there hooping with LeBron and shit, gang. LeBron kind of crazy. He over here hooping with fucking Kay Cunningham. All right, we'll do that. Dax, you're in the fucking G League, gang. Bronny is your competition right now, bro. This not your league, gang. I ain't gonna lie.
track sums up the YouTube rap era's energy pretty well because Dax was criticizing Tory for not making music about anything of substance. And
even Rice Gum better?
Sit right with
Rice Gum dead ass going band for band with Dax, and I'm not even trolling.
Tory. So when he ended up running into Dax outside of a club, he pressed him, forcing him to apologize.
Come here, this shit, or this shit's not gonna end, my nigga. Or this shit's not gonna end. Apologize, bro.
And he got bitched, bro.
Apologize, bro. Or you know what's going on. Apologize, my nigga. Apologize, nigga. I got you, bro. Apologize, nigga. I got you, man. Say sorry,
Hell
nigga.
no.
Say sorry, nigga. Sorry, G. All right.
Hell no, man. I ain't gonna lie. I'd rather suck a cock, bro. Rather suck a cock than get this video being made, bro. I ain't gonna lie you, because you just look like a bitch now, bro. You was dissing him, and now he ran up on you, and you just, like, nah, man.
This whole ordeal was obviously pretty embarrassing for Dax and left him with his pride
On the
hurt
video,
after apologizing to Tory. Later on, they were both interviewed about the run-in where Dax provided his side of the story.
So, what was going through your head when he was like telling you to apologize? Because that must
This
have
is
felt
what
like
was going through my head. And I think
obviously,
that's
you're
the
not
best.
really sorry. So that's the
You know what
first
I mean?
important thing.
This is what's going through my head.
Oh, shit.
I've always told myself, like, I'm never gonna let social media make me make dumb decisions. You know, I had done getting hit in the club. I had already sprinted a half.
What the fuck he was gonna do? Kill your ass? I mean, he does shoot, bitch. I mean, he does shoot people, so I ain't love it. But at the same time, I'm like, bro, what? Nah, man.
Marathon.
This ain't an
The world
excuse.
wants me to be a
If you finna talk crazy, man, when he pulls up on you, you gotta be on that same energy.
be a big dude and be like, nah, fuck you. But I'll be like, you know what? I gotta go home to my family and shit. I'm like, all right, bro, my bad. Say sorry. All right, bro, sorry. And then the shit was over.
Right.
And I encourage anybody in that situation to do the same thing. I'm gonna teach my son the same thing because at the end of the day, man, social media is convincing too
You're
many
gonna
people.
teach your son to get pitched? If you wasn't about that, why would you diss him, man?
to
I ain't
act
gonna
tough
lie, making
when
that
you
diss
don't
track
need
was
to.
the real
same people
mistake.
that are telling you to act tough are the same people who will be saying R.I.P. And that, oh, he should have just let it go.
Adams Quincy
situation
over here agreeing with this nigga too. I
Left
ain't gonna
many
lie.
people
His
divided,
cuck
but
ass.
regardless, since Dax wasn't a mainstream artist, most
Adam
people who
would've
knew
let
about
Tory
him
fuck him,
only
too.
knew him from the Tory run-in. And to make things worse, Dax claimed he was jumped in interviews, but Tory dispelled these rumors, claiming they were excuses to save his reputation. And it didn't seem to work because even big names like Nav were calling him corny. Most people would call Nav corny,
Damn.
so to have the corny guy call you corny, I mean, it's just a lot of corniness.
Having
at this
somebody like Nav or Russ call you corny is like the ultimate form of disrespect, man.
Nah, I can't. Nah, I just can't. It's like, come on, bro. This is corny. Ain't this the guy that said sorry to Tory Lanez or something? He looks familiar. Yeah, it is. He's crying over a girl that left him for another dude. Hey, you're an artist, bro. Like, you can go get another one.
By this point, Dax was considered a pretty big name on the internet. It wasn't without also being called a prideful, corny, and egotistical rapper. And while it seemed like things couldn't get much worse for called a prideful, corny, and egotistical rapper. And while it seemed like things couldn't without also being called a prideful, corny, and egotistical rapper. And while it seemed like things could...
Oh my God. Oh my God. I forgot this was a thing. I forgot niggas really used to hit the dab like that, bro. What the hell? With the high top too?
Couldn't get much worse for Dax. They in
oh
fact
my gosh.
In 2019, where his public image took more hits. In 2019, the YouTuber Progress dropped a video titled "Dax Stole a Lil Peep Verse and More." In this video, he broke down how Dax's song "Not Tonight" featuring Lil Peep was actually stolen from the guy who owned the legal rights to it. Pretty much what happened was Dax wanted to feature on the song from the guy who owned it, but Dax said he needed the track with an open to get it through his management. Basically, an open means I need the song but with a verse with no lyrics on it. And then what Dax did is he put his verse on the open spot, changed the beat a little bit, made some other changes, and put it out as his own song.
Why would you do this, man? Like, yo, what? Like, just make a new verse, gang.
This was especially a bad look since he was trying to leverage Lil Peep's death for more attention. During this whole affair, Dax went
this
as
was
far
around
as
Peep died?
old Peep videos, putting them in his own music video to make it look as if this was a collaboration, when obviously it was far from a collaboration.
Gang, he don't know you, bro. That's weird. Yo, I hate niggas who try to profit off of somebody's death. What are we talking about? You ain't know, bro. You don't know Peep. Like, the fuck? That's weird.
Shortly after dropping it, though, the video was taken down, likely for copyright or maybe even for straight up hate. And this entire debacle was mostly forgotten about until Progress dropped a video covering it.
As Blaine told me directly, and other screenshots out there from others involved show, Dax begged to be on the song. And this was because he originally had declined because he didn't think Peep mattered at all. But after realizing that he was, he tried to take advantage of it.
To make things worse, Dax was also exposed for scamming fans in the video after promising a feature and not delivering.
From the start, the set price was not given. They intentionally told Dario to pay through PayPal friends and family, knowing he wouldn't be able to get purchase protection, wouldn't give the down payment back even though it was not specified that it was non-refundable.
We don't give back down payment. Nigga, bro, do you not know how to spell? Did you not go to school? What is BAK, gang?
Pressured him with saying his friends were wrong and that this may be the biggest feature he ever gets. Refused to drive less than an hour to sign a contract which was desperately needed at this point, and then tried to get Dario to pay $2,000 without a contract to sign a contract.
Basically, Dax just kept the guy's money and never delivered the feature. One fan commented, after Dax was on that track with Hobson, I became a fan. I'm not going to lie, I wanted to dislike your video at first, but you won me over by the end. Dax is a bad person for real. I'm no longer a fan. And this isn't the only time this has happened. Dax also allegedly stole money from someone a few years ago, as claimed by some people on.
The rapper Dax complete utter scumbag. My friend started a rap podcast, reached out to his manager and agreed to do an interview with him. He charged $300 and my buddy paid him up front. Paying $300 for Dax is crazy. What? When it came time to show up, he bailed and then blocked my friend, pocketing the $300. This guy should not have one. Bro, what?
Reddit, with others backing up the claims as well with their own stories. I even saw someone on YouTube saying, I got a feature from Dax back in 2018. As an 18-year-old kid at the time, the rumors of him being a scam artist are true. He gave me a watered-down verse that didn't fit the vibe of the song, and it was noticeably a freestyle. I paid him just under 1K for 30 to 40 seconds.
Why are y'all paying him these prices? $1,000 for a Dax feature?
Of half-assed rapping. Dax's lofty goal of becoming a Grammy and award-winning artist by the end of the year
y'all's advisors?
Instead, his reputation was hurt. He was labeled as cocky. He got embarrassed by Tory Lanez, clowned on by Nav, exposed for scamming and stealing, tried to profit off of Lil Peep's death, and these are only the bigger things.
Yeah, I don't feel bad that niggas are clowning him right now, bro. I ain't gonna lie. At first, I thought he was a good guy. Nah, bruh.
The YouTube
I don't
rap
feel bad
era
no
was
more,
slowly
man.
falling apart, and Dax's music was losing an audience to listen to it. He desperately needed something to change in his career for him to recover, so that's what he did. Through the years, Dax was able to amass a core fan base large enough to still pull in millions of views for himself. He eventually released the EP I'll Say It For You and got some solid streaming numbers. The reason is...
bro.
He eventually released the EP I'll Say It For...
Who do you think you is, gang? The chains, the blood in your face? Nigga, you did not go through war. The fuck? Bro, this is one of my issues with bro. He thinks like, he tries to be like an emo, oh, I went through shit. I really was battling through shit type of guy, but that's not you, gang. I guarantee you, you grew up in a 2-parent household in the suburbs of California, and you're a good kid. Straight A-B student, man. This is not you.
For you and got some solid streaming numbers. The reason is because, like we discussed earlier, Dax decided to trend hack yet again, making more melodic music that fit the time. He had a few songs where he jacked other rappers' styles, but this one was a pretty blatant Rod Wave copy.
I sit and cry in my room, my heart's been broken, suffocating. How'd you do this? We were heart's been broken, suffocating. How'd you do this?
What is this fade, gang? What is this fade? I see the back of your head, bruh. What is this, gang? Nigga, nigga, that ass look like this, bro. Hold on, give me a second. Nigga look like a fucking pineapple, man.
We were supposed to live in perfect harmony. I got half of you, you got all of me.
In 2021, he dropped his album
my
Paint
gosh.
Paints Paintings. On radio
The
music,
song's
it got
trash
a 1.2
too,
out
gang.
of 5 from 112 ratings, and on album of the year, it got a 17 out of
Nigga, 1 out of 10.
100 from 108 ratings. It had reviews like, as expected, corny and unlikable garbage. Good job, Dax, you clout-chasing numbnut. And I promise this is the worst album I have ever heard. Regardless, though, this wasn't the end. Dax continued to keep doing things that only further cemented his corny nature to people.
Bro, put a shirt on, nigga. Come on,
outside
man.
of his fan base. Like in 2022 when he
All
started
that
doing
oil
the
in your-
open
in your
verse challenge
shit.
for his goofy song Joke.
Imagine seeing your father do this, man. Like, just imagine you going through your dad's old TikToks and content, and you just see a fucking video of him doing this shit, man. Looking like this, bro. I dead ass might not respect bro ever again.
This was obviously very cringy, leading to a lot of funny duets and things like that. And the song itself just sounds like something a weird kid in class would make. And I mean, the rapping isn't even good. Dax has done some decent rapping before, but this song was just bad. Someone asked on Reddit why Dax gets all this hate, and in response came a lot of answers. Has anyone mentioned he's corny yet? Very cheesy, lyrical, spiritual, individual type of rapper. Dude can rap his ass off, he's just too try-hard and sweaty. I looked at cover art for Joker and listened to about 20 seconds of it and found out why he's corny. The thing,
Like bro, I'm gonna be honest. Dax can actually rap, bro. Like, I'm not even saying this to like be different. If you go back to his old shit, it was good. The issue with Dax is he's trying to be somebody he's not. He's trying to act like he's depressed or he goes through shit. Or he's trying to be like Rod Wave. He's trying to be lyrical spirituals, try to talk about online bullying. Like, nigga, you don't care about this shit, bro. You talking, you acting like you a good person, but in all reality, you're a dickhead from what we've seen. Who scams random people and steals from dead artists. So, I'm gonna be honest. If he was just himself, he'll probably do better than what he's doing right now, bro. Because rappers love, like, bro, the rap community love dickheads. It's just that he's trying to act like he's not.
thing is, Dax has always been the same at the core. He never changed. His corniness didn't really get any worse, and he was always this way. It was just that his scope got bigger. That and his audience outgrew him. A lot of the young people who were listening to these lyrical, spiritual, miracle YouTube rappers got older and were like, I don't really want to listen to this anymore. So again, because copying
His core
Rod
audience
Wave
has to be over the age of 30, man.
wasn't working, and his old style was out of date, like a chameleon, Dax had to adapt. Dax continued putting out songs until he put out the track Dear Alcohol, which was a smash hit and his biggest song to date. I didn't even realize this, but that song actually went platinum, which is crazy. And after dropping Dear Alcohol, there was clearly a
Hold on, let's actually listen to this shit, bro. A Dax song went platinum? What the fuck? In this world? In this society? Dax and Platinum in the same sentence? This shit gotta be good. Hold on, bro. Damn, 149 million views? This shit not bought it? He didn't get the Grammy. Stop telling me to get the Dax Cup, bro. I'm not getting that shit, gang. How do I still see your titties, bro? There's no way you fucking dropped a country ass, bitch ass song, nigga. Weren't you just a rapper? Gang, you sound like you grew up in Tennessee, bro. What is this country music ass song, man? Let him cook? This is not him. He's trying to be like Morgan Wallen. My God, I blew my neck away. Working like a dog, gotta keep my phone. Ass music, bro. Fuck that shit, man. I'm out, bro. Nah, bro. I'm not even trying to clown on him. It's not even a horrible song. That's just not him. And at the same time, I don't like country music. And I for sure don't like when niggas try to turn country music into rap music. Like, no. You try to put 808s on a country song, bro. Just leave it, let it be.
Major shift in Dax's attitude towards the music industry. Sure, he had done the emotional sort of songs before, but nothing had hit this hard, and I bet he was wondering why. Well, it was for a couple of reasons. First of all, the music itself was a bit more country-esque, stepping outside of his comfort zone and likely attracting a new audience. Which is interesting to note because he only started making country once country started hitting the charts again like crazy. Second, this song had a very specific target audience, and that was people who struggled with alcoholism. I'm guessing that Dax figured out that making songs about sensitive issues for groups of people who struggle with certain things was the method. So he kept doing it. Do you have depression? Don't worry.
So his main goal was to market to trailer park white people. Got it. All right. No offense. I'm just keeping
Dax has a song about it. Are you a man who struggles with mental health but feel like you can't talk about it to others because you're a man? Well, Dax has you covered. Are you a Christian who feels that the world is falling apart? Well, Dax has a song for you. Are you someone who is lonely and on a dirt road? I don't know, but Dax has a song about it. Are you an insecure man who thinks all women are out to get you? Dax has a song for you. Dax has multiple songs about...
So he started farming the Coworker music. That's basically what he did.
All of these sub-niches of people who are either struggling with mental health, insecurity, addicted to something, basically just vulnerable
I'll play
people.
my
And that is
hospital
who
bill
he
after that
makes
song I
those
turned
songs
into the
for. Also, I didn't know where this would fit into my video, but Dax has or is on a record label called...
Oh, fuck! Why my city, bro? Why is it always my city, bro? Why is it always my city, man? Oh my God, bro. Because he probably lives here too. Ew. Oh my gosh, bro.
Records
of course.
label, and I just thought that was really funny. Because of how all of these topics are super important to these people, who probably feel as if popular music doesn't speak to them, they become loyal fans. Like someone commented on one of his tracks, I have never felt so connected to an artist than this man right here.
They're saying that about Dax, by the way.
32 years old, and he is redefining music for me in a way I never thought possible. I saw another comment on Reddit that said, getting mainstream play as a rapper becomes exceedingly difficult when your entire discography revolves around the themes that Dax raps about. Few rappers today find success rapping about family, God, mental health, and substance use, let alone venturing into country music like Dax.
Okay, stop. Yo, chat. Stop talking. Yo, this is not my man's. Stop calling us bro. Yo, you're not going to get the Cloud and Dax collab, bro. That's not finna happen. Y'all acting like this is my man's. I don't know him, my nigga. The fuck? Like, no.
Definitely a weird post, but
we are not best buds.
Feel this way about Dax's music. They feel as if he's the only...
He's your neighbor? I don't care. Gang, I really don't care.
person speaking on mental health, their family, or addiction when that simply isn't the case. His comments are the type of people that are like,
and y'all better not start saying I look like him, bro. No, we're not doing that shit, bro.
23 and I don't know how
we're
to
not
explain
doing that
these
shit,
feelings
bro.
I have. Thank you, Dax, lyrical genius. You're helping generations more than you think. Or military for 17 years and every song hits home. Just wanted to say these are spreading like a wildfire here amongst my friends. He even gets the type of like,
dang, everybody who's commenting this lives in the South, either lives in a trailer park or a house on the side of the road and work blue collar jobs or regular low paying whatever. Like, bro, Coworker music, gang. This is what this is.
Classic YouTube comment that's no naked women, no drugs, no guns, no alcohol, just raw talent, like that type of stuff. And I'm not sure how many of these comments are real. I'm sure a chunk of them are bots, but they are all just like this. Regardless, the vibe I've got from these comments is that his fans feel like popular music doesn't speak to them, and I don't think that's the case.
And this does?
Listen to Swimming Pools by Kendrick Lamar. It is literally about alcoholism and peer pressure from your friends and family, and that song wasn't too on the nose or corny. It was a good song that sounded great and did numbers. So maybe it's because that song wasn't super direct, like it wasn't literally titled Dear Alcohol. Maybe Dax's fans don't realize that there are better sounding songs out there about these topics. Or maybe they
Swimming Pools is a bop, nigga. 1, 2, 3 shots. I'ma tell you how to turn it up a notch. Full of liquor and I dive in it. Full of liquor and I dive in it. Yo, that shit tough, man. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I just thought about that.
can't understand the lyrics. I don't know. And I'm not trying to make fun of his fans here, but I am curious as to how some of these people think that Dax is the only option when it comes to
I
this
sound
sort of
like
music.
Dax.
And when
Shut
I
up.
think about it, the only possible explanation that I can think of is the fact that they don't realize or understand that a lot of popular artists talk about these things as well. Regardless, Dax has clearly realized that there is a decent sized audience of people out there who are struggling with all sorts of things and feel like no one is speaking to their problems, even if there are people talking about that stuff and they don't realize it. So Dax decides to do it himself. I think a great example of this is his song Lonely Dirt Road. The lyrics go, I needed somewhere to take my mistakes.
not a country artist,
I didn't want my family
gang.
to see me cry. They'll never know I'm carrying all of this weight, dealing with the pressure of trying to provide. Who do you think this appeals to? Maybe a dad with a wife and kids? I saw someone call it divorced dadcore, and with the skits that he made to accompany the song, that sounds about right. But I'm willing to bet that Dax isn't a divorced dad, so most likely he's pandering to an audience. This just makes his music come off as content marketed to a demographic, not actual art. Even if the music was good, him making all of these TikToks and skits to promote it, which works by the way, really seems to cheapen the music. I was just doing a video and talked
Bro,
about—
if you go through Dax's TikTok account, it's the corniest shit ever. Matter of fact, field trip chat. Let's get straight to it. I'm not gonna lie. We're finna do a quick little case study. Dax's fucking account is the corniest thing I've ever seen.
Don't let me.
Don't mind that, y'all. Don't mind that. All right. 17 million followers. There's no way.
Excuse me, hello? Why you acting like a bitch?
Because I gave you too many.
Not doing that today.
I can't hide myself.
Oh my God, you're not Morgan Wallen, bro. You're not Morgan Wallen. Oh my, turn this. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, look at this.
When I need space, that's where
I'm done with this shit. Yeah, this is a bad idea. This is a bad idea. It's just pissing me off.
about how Paul McCartney didn't want the Beatles music in commercials because he felt that it cheapened it. Now imagine putting your song in a million corny TikToks.
He's gonna make a song about his wife leaving and taking the kids
every single day. Like, look at this one that says, "Can anyone relate?" Broken heart crying emoji. Anyway, Diary of an Alcoholic just dropped on YouTube. Like, I don't think a real alcoholic is gonna cheapen and like trivialize such a serious
I
topic.
guarantee Dax doesn't even drink for real, man. Like, what?
So often. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if it came out that Dax has never had a drink in his life. But his grift doesn't stop there. Not only has Dax gone from corny YouTube rapper to anti-mumble rap lyrical spiritual miracle rapper to emotional mental health Rod Wave knockoff, but there's another demographic that likes his painfully bland and
Hell no, you're marketing to the war veterans? You weren't experiencing the same thing they were, bro.
That he targets quite a bit. Dax has a handful of songs with Tom McDonald, who is notorious on the internet for being a corny mega rapper. Most of his fans give me the impression that they're the type to say, I don't like rap, but I like Tom McDonald. They claim that all rap, except for people like Tom McDonald or Dax, only talks about drugs, violence, and women.
So you're marketing yourself to Trumpy Republicans, man. That's who you're marketing yourself. The one you're marketing yourself to people who think the George Floyd incident was just a joke.
As Dax and Tom speak the truth. I mean, they even have
That
a
shit was
song
a
together
fable.
called Blame the
He
Rappers,
deserves
where
to
the
die.
chorus goes, you can blame the rappers that you blow up, but your favorite songs are about doing drugs. So what happens after these kids...
Hey, Chad, what do y'all think Dax is, man? What animal do y'all think is Dax's spirit animal, man? What y'all thinking, man?
grow up. Regardless, these songs are also pretty political, with some like Propaganda appealing to people who I guess are super paranoid that literally everything is propaganda, or the song Black and White where Dax rapped, I'm not that mad at the past. I mean, it was only a couple of centuries. Well, actually I'm pissed, but won't let that be my identity. So on behalf of all...
Nick said meerkat. Naked mole rat. I was going for a raccoon, gang. I threw up the alley. Y'all was supposed to say raccoon, man. I probably should have made it more obvious. But I was throwing up the alley. Y'all gonna have to catch that shit next time.
All blacks, I forgive and don't want to be enemies. I just think it's crazy that he spoke for...
Bro's a house slave?
But regardless, I don't think I need to explain who these songs are marketed towards. Most recently, they put out a song called Soldier where Tom jumpstarts his verse with my pronouns are he, him, his, and claims that the hardest job in the world is being a man. It becomes very apparent that Dax makes extremely niche music for a niche of people who have mental health struggles, addiction struggles, insecurity, or things along these lines.
All right, bro. What kind of beat we tracking to?
Oh, fuck no. Get this nigga off my screen, bro. Get this nigga off my screen, gang. You don't drink for real, bro. You didn't even take a sip of this shit, man. Your mouth is closed.
Bro, are you okay?
Yeah, just going through a lot lately.
You can talk to me, bro. Is it a girl?
Oh my god, this is corny, gang.
Family stuff?
This is corny.
Work? Your job?
Honestly, there's nothing you can do, man. Just load up a sad beat and let me get this off my chest, alright?
No! No, man. Yo.
There's nothing you can do, man. Just load up a sad beat and let me get this off my chest, alright?
What the fuck is wrong with this nigga, man?
What Dax is doing now is really no
Corny
different than
ass
when he was
acting,
just
bro.
remixing songs or jacking other artists' styles, like the Rod Wave song. The problem with Dax is that he isn't an artist. He doesn't have his own style. He morphs to the situation. He has potential as a musician.
Glad you were
if he
doing
made
those type of
actual
skits back
art,
in
but he
2021.
doesn't. He makes
Okay,
content
man. I'll
marketed
show
towards
y'all.
certain demographics,
Add this
and he
video.
doesn't even treat his own music seriously. As you can see by the multitude of his TikTok skits, he doesn't care about how his art is perceived. Dax has shown time and time again that he isn't an artist, but someone who is calculated, making songs for a target audience. He doesn't care how corny it is to the majority of us, because he is profiting off of communities who are going through things, making disingenuous music about these struggles. And I wouldn't put it past the proven scammer and the guy who stole a Lil Peep song to also grift or be a phony or a fraud in his music. Now, I don't want a moral grandstand or anything here. I really don't think what he's doing is like super wrong. I don't think it's the worst thing ever. I don't particularly care for it, but I don't really care if he keeps doing what he's doing. I just think it's fascinating that there's an audience out there that really enjoys this music, like truly, and that he's figured that out and knows how to perfectly market towards them. And to most of us, it just seems like he's a corny guy who fell off, but in reality, he's profiting significantly off of this. Dax is the biggest he's ever...
It's the smartest thing you can do in social media or music. It's picking an audience and just targeting yourself or grifting yourself to that audience. We see it all the time. Hassan, that's his name, right? Hassan, he just grifts to Democrats or the left side. I'm sure he doesn't agree with every single one of those opinions, but he does it. Same thing with somebody like the Hodge twins. They just grift to Republicans. Myron, they all do that. It's very smart. You can make a lot of money, But it's low-key selling your soul in a way because you're not being real and authentic.
Been with a platinum and a gold song in the last 2 years, something that's pretty much unheard of from anyone else to come from the YouTube rap community. So clearly he's doing something right. If you like this video, you might like my video about the craziest non-rap diss.
I want to show y'all a video though. All right, real quick. Let's go back to Dax's fucking corny ass, whatever this shit is. I recently made a video about Coworker music, and Dax is one of the main topics of the video. I want to show y'all some shit though, because I found this video on his page. Where is it? Coworker finished. Right here. Examine his audience. Examine the crowd. Matter of fact, let me make this shit a little bit bigger for y'all. What's one thing y'all notice about this crowd? What's one thing y'all notice? Name 3 things y'all notice from this crowd. White, white, white. They are 30 plus in white, fat white girls. No melanation. Ding, 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 ding. The only black person I see in this whole shit. Shut the fuck up. The only black person I see in this whole thing. What the fuck is not letting me go back? Only black person I see in this whole thing is Dax and this one girl right here. But besides that, it is a sea of white people. No Mexicans, no Indians, no Hispanic, no Asians. Just a sea of white people. And they all give off that same vibe. All right? You even see it in the comments. Bro's fans. Hold on. Not a single nigga. Yeah. So that's who his audience is. Great breakdown by Matty Balls. Is that his name? Matty Balls? Matty Balls? Yeah, Matty Balls. Great breakdown by Matty Balls. I'm not going to lie. He hit it on the nail. Dax's audience is just white people. 30 to 40-year-old white people who are going through alcoholism, who are going through all of these things. I'm surprised he hasn't made a song talking about how much he hates niggas. I ain't going to lie. Probably getting a couple more fans. Anyways, that's really it for this video. Oh yeah, shit. I gotta show y'all some shit.